a gorgeous morning. How can you beat this? Look at that scenery. That is Kamloops Lake, which is just a widening of the Thompson River. South and the North Thompson River meet in Kamloops, and then just flow a little bit west and then create this lake that's probably, oh, I don't know, just like 30 kilometers long. And then it narrows at Savinaw and becomes the Thompson River again, and probably another 100 kilometers or so after that, or maybe more, it flows into the Fraser River at basically west of Spence's Bridge. If you ever want to do any river rafting, there's some great river rafting on the Thompson near Spence's Bridge, a little south of that. Yeah, look at this, gorgeous. It's quite calm out there. Columbia has such a variety of climate, terrain, just everything. It's just so diverse and so gorgeous. I mean, parts of this area, which is very close to desert, you'd think you're in, anywhere in mid-U.S., Wyoming, Montana, southern Montana, Arizona, Utah, southeastern Oregon, California, New Mexico, you name it. And there's a railway here. I think this is Canadian Pacific, and CN on the other side. Of course, the other way around. Anyway, they just go down both sides of the lake here. Coming up to the town of Savinaw, where I'm meeting my friend Dawson. Well, maybe this is him here. Yeah, this is him here. Look at that suit. He's got the same suit. Hey, dude. How are you?
It didn't take me an hour and a half.
No. Nice suit.
But it was the cheap version.
How was the ride?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That road tunk was pretty nice, eh? Yeah.
We used to ride through there and I'd come over and meet guys.
Okay, yeah.
It's probably the fourth or fifth time I've rode through in 4 years.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a pretty ride.
There was a little testy on the heart going towards the mine. I'm like, oh, fuck, I haven't driven that road since I retired. Going up from Merritt to Logan Lake.
Oh, okay.
I had to turn.
Today's route from Kamloops takes us west along Highway 1, past Savinaw and into Cache Creek, and then a little ways up Highway 97 where we're going to turn left on McLean Lake FSR. Going to go up the hill into a beautiful valley, hook up with Hat Creek Road, and then go north on Hat Creek for just a few kilometers to hook back up with Highway 99. Then we're going to turn west on Highway 99 and into the little First Nations town of Pavilion, then up over the hill down to Downton Lake, then up Jesmond Road, and then for about 10 kilometers, and then we're going to turn again west and go to High Bar Road, which is absolutely spectacular road, and we're going to make a loop sort of around down High Bar Road along the Fraser River, back up to Jesmond, and then into Big Bar Lake, and then back down to Highway 97 through Clinton, Cache Creek, Savannah, and back to Kamloops. This whole route is around 250 kilometers. And in fact, it ends up being about a 400 kilometer ride.
Okay, so we're just going to turn off on McLean. Yeah, McLean. And I turned off the highway here, and Dawson and I are looking for the turn off to go up the hill here to find the actual road. And then I said, okay, it's this way. And I go up here and I turn and I stop and wait, and he's nowhere to be seen. So, I don't know where he went. Oh, there he is. Where'd you go? Oh. We'll go right up here. Okay, hang on. Yeah, okay. ABS off. I don't know about you, but I don't ride off-road with the ABS. Okay. Just love it how the cows always just stare at you. That guy's having A&W for breakfast. Probably that way. Yeah. I wonder if that just goes around. Probably. Let's go this way. Not bother the cows. That is Dawson. I'm gonna get a photo while I'm taking a video. See that deer? Oh man, this is just amazing. Never get tired of taking this road. So pretty. Butcher Creek Camp. Mighty Fraser River there. Yikes! I took this road once earlier in the season, maybe early May or something. And it was washed out in one area, but fortunately the crew was right here fixing it, so we just had to wait like 10 minutes, and then they gave us a little route to go around the washout, but it was really lucky. Where's the ferry? Where's the ferry? It's not a very well-traveled road.
I think the ferry's out of commission.
I think so. We didn't stop and read the signs way down at the bottom of Jesmond Road. Good thing we're not relying on the ferry. Yes, I've taken the ferry once and I don't remember this road. But it said Ferry Road, didn't it? High Bar Ferry?
Right there.
Yeah.
Arrow, High Bar Ferry.
Yeah. Oh, High Bar. Maybe it's Big Bar Ferry. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be because this doesn't seem right, obviously. Jesus. It's the worst. Here's Dawson trying to lift his bike upright. It's the hardest thing with the T7. He's going to push it to flatter ground. Yeah, you have to pick your spots. I got all that on film too.
I was going to say, I hope you're not videoing.
Yeah, don't tip over the other way. I've done that.
Yeah. That's the hardest part.
It is, isn't it? It's the only time I dump the bike. Turning it around or trying to get it upright. Look at this road hazard. I almost hit this coming up here. I almost hit it.
Really?
Like I had, because I was looking way up. Yeah. Yeah, I had to swerve to miss that. Because it was, you know, so dark you could hardly see it in the shade. Okay. We have a choice. The first left or the second left. I always go the second, but we could go the first. It's not very far. Well, I'll stop up there. Pardon me?
Goes to the same spot?
Yeah. Lake again.